like there's tension between us.
Patsy, no, hon, not at all.
Are you sure you're not still upset that I got the role of Audrey over you?
Oh, hon, I was never upset. I was confused, truth be told, because I'd never read Little Shop of Horrors or seen the movie, so I was just trying to figure it out and understand. But after reading the play out loud at rehearsal, I'm real excited about my role of Audrey, too.
Some would say Audrey, too, is the real star of the show.
Oh, I don't know about that, but it's a great role, and I'm so relieved you're feeling good about it.
I feel great about it.
Don't give it another thought, hon. Things always work out as they're meant to.
I'm looking forward to seeing the show on opening night. I even bought myself a new dress from JCPenney's.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful, Roberta, hon.
Deborah's gonna bring the house down.
We all are.
Have you girls started learning your lines?
I have, but that's what I do. I'm always writing and memorizing scripts when I sell my Avon. Selling makeup is much like the theater. The stakes are high and the costuming is fabulous.
I have been looking at this script and I've been playing the tape of music in my car, but I've never done this before. So I'm gonna have to solicit some advice from our director, Gail.
Oh, it's just repetition, honey.
Patsy's right, honey. That's all it really is.
What do you mean?
Well, how is it that you know every word to the song Jack and Diane? Or the Golden Girls theme song? Or the Pledge of Allegiance?
Or all the 900 numbers.
Girls, you ain't never gonna believe this. There was just an emergency interruption on the radio, and the broadcast said that down at the police station they have been getting calls from people who have witnessed a large panther or a lion down at the graveyard. Oh my God!
Oh my goodness, Deborah. Did you say lion?
And they said animal control went down there but couldn't catch it and the thing ran them off.
Well, I guess I'm skipping power walking tonight.
Like we don't have enough problems as it is.
Pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stumping. And the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day. Make my day, make my day, make my day, make my day. Yo,
you was at the club, bottoms up when I first met you. Couldn't get enough, had to get you straight to.
I was at home. I had just put in a TV dinner of some Swedish meatballs into the microwave oven, and I got a call from my best friend Brenda, absolutely hysterical. I said, oh my God, somebody's either dead or seriously injured. I said, Brenda, what happened? She said, Deb, you're never gonna believe it. I said, well, just tell me. She said, Deb, they shot him. I said, oh my God, who? Then she said, JR. They shot JR from Dallas. I said, okay, thanks for calling. I got meatballs I gotta attend to.
I'm gonna tell you something, honey. Avon, it's changed my life. Now, I am a woman of the 80s, which means I got big hair, I've got a big heart, and I got the biggest collection of lipstick shades you've ever seen. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. When someone asks me, Brenda, why do you need so many lipsticks? I put it on them. I say, why do you need to breathe? Because you might die if you don't, right? Okay, you catch me walking around without lipsticks, you check my pulse, because I'm not right. Honey, I've got a lipstick shade for every emotion in my body. If I'm feeling flirty, it's Very Bliss. If I'm feeling like I can take on the world, it's Power Pink. Now, I am a consumer. That is true. However, I'm also a saleswoman, and I do believe it's my calling. I'm like a lipstick matchmaker, and I am changing the world one lipstick at a time. You have never known true joy until you help someone find their true red. Empowering them to go out into the world and take it on, that's making a difference. I do believe I'm making a difference. Now, I know it's only October, but it is never too soon to start your Christmas shopping. Here, you take these. Call me if you have any questions.
Any other chubby millennial children absolutely traumatized by my size Barbie? I begged my parents to get her for me for Christmas, only to discover, yeah, not my size, not even close. If I'm lucky, I could fit a leg in that waistline. Yeah, I'm 92.6% sure this is where my body issues began and the reason I'm in therapy. So, and maybe I'm alone and took it a little personal, but ladies, if I'm not, what do you say we class act the lawsuit this tiny waisted plastic coat? Yeah, and Barbie's come a long way, don't get me wrong, but 90s Barbie Corporation? 0 out of 5 stars. Also, why are you dressing children up like child brides? Anyways, we write it down. I posted to my stories that I went to listen to Summer Girls by LFO, and it didn't say LFO in the artist name, and I thought that this was like a weird, like a cover situation, and I hit it, and I was like, no, this is LFO. And I had no idea that LFO stood for something. And according to my DMs, that's very common knowledge, and I'm the only human in the world who did not know that. So A, did you know that? And B, religiously blind, cold turkey, especially if my husband knows. Okay. No, that's the point of this. So, you know the band LFO? Allied Girls Everywhere. What does LFO stand for? A, did you know that it stood for anything?
Yeah, I mean, I suspected it.
Well, what is LC? Okay, so it's already not common knowledge. Get one word right.
Little farm. I have no idea. Little farm tournaments.
Light, funky ones.
Like funky one.
That was not common knowledge, right?
Nope.
Thank you. My computer just randomly shut down and restarted, and whenever it does that, it opens the stuff back up that you had open before, right? Well, my 72 open website tabs did not open back up. My laptop just yeeted those into the digital abyss. And now a normal person might panic, oh no, how do I get those back? No, not me. I feel relief. Because the thing is, those tabs weren't just open on Chrome, they were open in my brain, keeping me up. Oh, freaking what were they? Couldn't tell you. Important, possibly. Clothing sites with carts full of clothes that I don't need? Probably. Overdue medical bills? Potentially. We may never know. And the universe wants it that way, so it's no longer my business. I feel freer. I feel lighter. If this ever happens to you and you have ADHD like me, you let it. You let it. And you thank your laptop for being the therapist that your insurance doesn't cover.
Oh, baby, baby, we belong together. Chill out, what you yelling for? And all the guys are crazy, even though the stars are blind. You rock out the show, you get the best of both worlds. I'm tired of rumors starting, I'm sick of being followed. So, no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna go. Mr. DJ, somebody replay. Mr. DJ, won't you turn the music up? Baby, I can see us kissing like that. We don't need no more than he said, she said. I am beautiful, no matter what they say. I think I did it again.
I got a bunch of DMs about these pants, tants. And you may think those are for a child, but alas, these were designed for the legs of a human adult with a fully developed frontal lobe. So yeah, I bought them.
Look at this trove. Treasures untold.
Hate to break to you, girlfriend, but with these pants on, all your treasures will be very told. What is the marine equivalent of camel toe? maybe coral toe. Honestly, these would be kind of perfect for like a Disney on Ice rendition of The Little Mermaid if it were in the 2000s. Because yeah, that's a built-in belly button ring. I don't think this is what Ariel meant by gizmos aplenty, but... And guys, mine was missing it. Honestly, I feel pretty mad about it. As if I'm actually gonna wear this in public, I'm mad. I paid for a belly button ring. But lucky for you, I still have my old belly button ring. There's no way this is sanitary. There we go. I was really hoping to not have to turn around in these, but I need to show you something. Hey cameraman, let's zoom in on that detail. That work of art is somewhere between a tramp stamp and the flappers on an 18-wheeler. Ariel wasn't specific, but the world that she wanted to be a part of was 2008. $76, originally $380, and I am just now seeing that they are in fact final sale. So, if you enjoyed that, follow me because I try on clothes like this a lot. And also feel free to donate to my GoFundMe that will fund my ice skating lessons. So I actually have a reason to wear these pants that I now own.
Thank you for calling the Nels Diner. This is Patsy speaking. How can I help you? Well, we're serving prime rib, and it's served with a little bit of a Worcestershire. It's a very good sauce. When you come in, just ask for Patsy. I'll take good care of you. Toodaloo. You all look wonderful and very hungry. What can I get for you? Shane, I have an order for you. Hi, Gerald. Caroline, can I have a word? I came in early and a little birdie told me that you said I wasn't doing my side work. Oh, thank you so much for getting those plates for me, honey. What's in the vegetable mix? Well, it's a mix of vegetables. Did we leave room for any dessert? Oh, my personal favorite is the chocolatey eclair. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Anderson. So lovely to see you. You can go ahead and have a seat in my section. Shane and Gerald are both so in love with me. One of them is going to take me to see Back to the Future on Saturday. I just haven't decided who. I have another table.
Roberta, sweetheart, Patsy and I was wondering if we could have a word.
Sure, what can I do for you ladies?
Well, we wanted to make one last attempt to offer you an olive branch. We do apologize for how we've been acting. And there is a new year upon us. And we would like to tell you that we are very happy for you and Shane. And we wish you all the happiness in the world.
Yes, honey. Our most sincere apologies, and we do wish you all the happiness.
Well, I appreciate you ladies wanting to make amends, but I haven't the faintest idea what you mean about me and Shane.
Oh, honey, it's okay, we know. My sister and my cousin saw you at a holiday party just before Christmas.
Oh, bless your hearts, you gone and done it again.
I'm sorry?
Why, I almost feel sorry for the two of you, because you just get it wrong every time.
Okay, look, we're trying to be nice. You don't have to cop an attitude.
Though I will admit he is good looking, Shane and I are not together.
Well, then what were you and Shane doing at that party?
I've started a catering company called Roberta's Refreshments, and I've enlisted Shane to help me. We was at the holiday party together and working.
Oh, Patsy, I guess we was wrong. I'm sorry, honey.
Well, Happy New Year, ladies. Oh, look at that. I got another request table. I gotta run.
Bless her heart. I'm still not convinced she ain't stealing pies. Honey, the Florida sun didn't do you any favors. Your hair looks like a bird nest full of worms. It is dry, honey.
Honey, I know I look like I just rolled out of the dumpster. Give me the full makeover package.
Stop, Diet Coke, honey. Thank you. Okay, honey, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a deep condition. I'm gonna give you a trim, honey. We're not gonna do the perm today because I think you're too dry. Let's see if we can bring out some of your natural curl with the conditioner and the cut. Sound like a plan? Okay, let's do it. Steph, make a deep condition. Stat, honey, baby, sweetie, mother of sea turtles and bottlenose dolphins. I'm gonna pump up your chair. Okay, honey, close your eyes. Now let me turn you around and honey, what do you think?
Wow. Wow. I give it an F. Absolute big fat F. For fabulous. I love it.
Honey, you went from Albert Einstein to Julia Roberts with those pearls, honey.
I need to talk to people who live with someone else. If you live by yourself, just keep scrolling. Just us now? Okay. So I love my beverages. I drink a lot of liquid. I drink diet soda. I know I should stop. Don't come at me. I know it's terrible for me. So I came to my fridge to get myself a refreshing beverage to find this. That's not enough to fill a cup. This is one gulp. I got my hopes up and now I'm let down. I would not put this back in here. You were clearly thirsty, so just finish her off. You do not put this back. No, this is a no. Rule of thumb. If you can fit what's left in your mouth in one mouth hole, just throw it away or finish it. Yes, I know I could talk to the person I live with, but I'd prefer to tell the internet because I'm passive aggressive like that. Bullshit. Send this to your roommates.
Steph, call Roberta Jones and let her know that her check from yesterday bounced. No more appointments for her unless she pays cash. Hi, Rainbow. You can go to the sink, okay? I am going to have to ask you to put your shoes back on, okay? Thank you. I think we should do a body wave. I think it's going to help with the thinning. We'll do some layers around the face. It's going to be gorgeous. Want me to wax you? I said, why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer. She's got another thing coming if she thinks I'm going to apologize. I said I'll do what I can, but in the words of Bon Jovi, we're living on a prayer, honey. I'm going to put your chair up, hon. I said, honey, here's a quarter. Why don't you go call someone who cares? Steph, tuna on a bagel and a Diet Coke. Don't worry, I brought my toothbrush. This came out so good. I swear, honey, you're a dead ringer for Farrah Fawcett.
Right, let's get to editing. Dialogue volume. Let's turn that way down to a whisper. That's what subtitles are for. Music and soundtrack volume. Let's turn her up. That way people have to be constantly adjusting on the remote. Keeps them engaged. Commercial volume, 100. Let's scare some people. Let's turn on some doorbells too, for the dogs. Brightness. Hope you brought your night vision goggles, people, because we're going full Batman. Take that all the way down to 1. Almost black. Okay, we have ourselves a movie people can't see or hear. My job's done.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
This afternoon I sat down to some Campbell's chicken soup and some saltine crackers. Because I haven't been grocery shopping since about 1984. I get a phone call, and it's Brenda. Hysterical. I said, hun, calm down. What's going on? She said, I was wondering if you could come with me to little Tina's school. I gotta go pick her up. There's been an incident. I think it'll make her feel good if you're there with me. She loves her Aunt Deb. I said, what happened? She said some girls were teasing her. They were teaching her about some urban legend called Bloody Mary or something or another. And they put her in the girls' bathroom and they locked her in there. They were holding the door closed so she couldn't get out. I said, sweet Bloody Mary, we're going to have to keep each other from going to prison. I said, we're taking the Mustang. I'm going to get my pocketbook. Mommy Dearest and Uncle Buck are on the way.
Apply on areas of irritation. If you were about to DM me these to do a try-on, you don't need to, because I've already made them. I'm gonna ask a real philosophical question here. Are they shorts or are they pants? They're shants, because you shan't wear them. I actually am one of those people who is either hot or cold, like there is no in between. Maybe shants. Shants are my solution. Shants are never the solution. Who remembers that haircut that was popular for a while where girls would like shave just one side of their head? These are the denim equivalent of that, except this time you only have to shave one leg. No, you're gonna get electrocuted, bro. These try-ons are a little different since I got kittens. These do kind of make sense into that transitional season we're heading into, where in the morning it's freezing, but in the afternoon it's hot as shit. Now I know what you're wondering, because I'm wondering the same too. What shoes do you wear with these? Weirdly, this makes sense. Let's just keep going.
It's getting hot in here.
Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna continue and just turn these into shorts, because I shan't wear shants. Shants! Oh, and follow me for more of whatever that was. Right, Brenda?
Oh wow, throwback. I don't think I've heard this song since like middle school.
Okay.
Excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute?
Uh-huh. Sure, you look kind of familiar.
Yeah, you do too. But I just wanted to know, do you know somebody named... You know his name.
Oh yeah, definitely. I know his name.
But I just want to let you know that he's mine.
No, he's mine.
You need to give it up.
Sing your favorite song.
Said I got the apple bottom green June, but went the bird, where's the bird? Said the whole tribe was looking at her. She hit the bar, outside of me. Shine low, 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 low.
That was beautiful.
Remix.
Last night, it was just after midnight. The moon was full, hanging low in the sky. Phil and I were driving down an old road that only the locals know about. We were coming home from a Hall & Oates concert. Phil was holding my hand as we were driving. We were singing Jack and Diane by John Mellencamp. And then all of a sudden, Phil got quiet. I says, "What's wrong, babe?" He says, "Look ahead on the right." And there I saw it. An old, broken down hearse. I says, "What in God's name is that thing doing there?" He says, "I don't know." And then as we drove past, we look over to see it, and there's a man sitting in the driver's seat. I said, "Phil, hon, put the pedal to the metal, because we got to get the heck out of here." So Phil started gunning the Mustang. And we look back in the rear view mirror, and there is the car with its lights on coming onto the road. Now let me tell you something, hon. I don't scare too easily, but I was jumping out of my keds, and this hearse, it was gaining speed on us. Now we had about 5 miles until we got to the end of this road where there was a gas station. I said, "Phil, as soon as we get up on that gas station, let's go pull in, because it's 24 hours and at the very least, there'll be someone inside who can call the police." So we get to the gas station and we pull right in, but no sooner did we pull in that this hearse followed right behind us. I says, "Okay, it's time to fight." And I pulled out a big old nail file from my glove compartment, and I grabbed some Aquanet that I had in the back seat. I said, "Here you go, Phil." He says, "I won't be needing that because I have a black belt in judo." I said, "I'm sorry, what'd you say?" He says, "I got a black belt in judo." I said, "Since when?" He says, "Since 1972 when I was on a team back in college." We're so distracted talking about Phil's judo background that we look up and we see that the guy has gotten out of his car and he's standing in front of ours. And he's shouting, "Your tire, your back right tire, it's about to blow." The guy's name was Rick, and he was real nice. He was pulled over because his car was overheating. Turns out he got it at an auction for $200. Phil and I are going bowling with him on Tuesday.
I will dream.
Oh God, how do people with big boobs run? Got some trajectory on them. These things are dancing. Could y'all at least bounce together? My left one's about to snap off. Left, right, left, right, left. Come on, Barbara, keep up. It's 11:30 and my titties are jumping, jumping.
They want your house to be louder.
I have to clean that up.
And because I'm not only filled with hate in my heart, what do you get the kids with the parents that you love or that you want to love you? The answer is $20. Why? Great question. A, hours of imagination and fun for them. They just put little characters on top.
3, 4, 5 on side.
2, headphones. They hear it, but you don't hear it. That is the greatest gift you can give a parent. In fact, I know you're probably locked in a closet right now watching this, so I'm just gonna give you a moment of silence because you deserve it. 3, they're not watching Scream, so you don't have to feel bad about it at all. Did I mention that did I mention that they could put headphones on? Just know I'm not full of hate. in my heart unless you get my kids those things.
Okay, honey, talk to me. What happened? It looks like you got your hair colored at the Five and Dime.
Hon, hear me out. It was a mistake. Look, me and Phil, we spent the whole weekend last weekend at the Hojo's pool. And I put Sunnin in my hair, hon. I never used it before. I didn't know that it would get so fried.
It's very damaged, honey.
Hon, I know. I look like I've been electrocuted. I should have come to you, hon. I should have come to you.
Yeah, you should have.
Do you think you can help me?
In the words of John Bon Jovi, honey, we're living on a prayer, but don't you worry. We're gonna cut you, we're gonna color you, we're gonna give you a mega deep condition.
Okay, I'll do whatever you think I need to get done. Just give me the full makeover package.
Honey, baby, sweetie, queen of the French fried, sun dyed. I'm gonna pump up your chair. Honey, cigarette down unless you want to be a balding beauty. Now let me turn you around, and honey, what do you think? Staff, call MTV. Honey, you're a star.
Oh, that will do it. I look hot as heck. Where's a Def Leppard concert when you need one?
I knew you would love it, honey. You look gorgeous.
I told you once, I'll tell you again, hon. You are my hairy godmother.
You went from totally no way to totally classy.
Yeah, it's me, Rebecca again. I know you looked through the store and you picked the things you like, but I brought you 12 more pairs of jeans that I need you to like because I work on commission. You can open the door if you want. I'm gonna hand them to you over the door, okay? Go under? Okay, I'm just gonna throw them. Remind me, what size are you? Louder, please. Yeah, I can't hear you over the music. We're blaring. How big are your boobs? Are they different size? What do you weigh? Did you weigh that this morning or do you weigh that now? Are you like skinny fat or just fat? Oh, you're an 8? Ooh, I don't know if we go into plus size. Hey, me again. How's it looking? Come on out, I wanna see it. No, come out. No, seriously, come out. I need you to come out right now. If you don't come out, I'm gonna come in. I don't care if you're naked. Just a reminder, with your Buckle Punch card, when you spend $5,000, we'll send you a coupon for $5 off your next purchase, okay? Not valid in store or any day of the week. How did those work out for you? You're not gonna get anything. A belt. Nothing.
Lucky Star Psychic Hotline, this is Star Madonna speaking.
I would like a reading.
I'm picking up that you have questions pertaining to your career.
No, ma'am, I would like to learn about my love life, please.
I was getting that too. Yes, love life. I see her. She's beautiful. She's got glowing, beautiful hair, long legs. She's like a sexy praying mantis.
No, his name is Bruce. He works in the mailroom at my office.
Ah, okay. Does he have long hair?
No, ma'am, he's bald.
Okay, see, I'm feeling like maybe he wants to grow it out, but there's some sort of blockage there.
Margie in the mailroom, she said that he has alopecia. Is that kind of like a blockage? No, I know that he's interested in men because he has a poodle, a fluffy one. Yes, that's right.
Go on.
He said, hello, and then I ran away back to my desk to feed my goldfish. Are you painting your nails?
I'm not painting my nails.
Do you have a giant picture of Madonna in front of you right now?
How do you know that?
I'm known to be rather intuitive myself.
Can I ask you some questions about my love life?
Daddy's gonna find love, Shay. Daddy's gonna find love.
Welcome to Love Connection, where old-fashioned romance meets modern-day technology.
I've heard from a lot of the men that I have dated that I've emasculated them, that I'm too strong-willed for them, and my answer to that is, that sounds like a personal problem. I met a man at Woodstock, we fell in love and got married 2 weeks later. He was a surfer and a candle maker and a free spirit, if you will.
Baby mode? What's baby mode?
I'm not being overdramatic when I say that I would rather sit naked on a hot grill and wear something off the rack.
Every move you make, Every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you.
Last night, Phil is over. We just sat down to a delicious dinner of homemade corn dogs and curly fries. We're about to watch Magnum PI, and there's a flash that comes across the screen. It's a breaking news report. So Phil turns up the television, and there's a reporter talking about how she is at the scene of an accident where there has been a green gremlin car that is driven through the dining room at the Pizza Hut. So I look up from my plate of corn dog, and who do I see? My ex-boyfriend Frankie standing there with this gal with a dark brown mullet. And then the gal, she yanks the microphone from the reporter's hands, and she says, well, we were on a date at Pizza Hut, and things were getting hot and heavy, and we were making out. The car was in park, and before we knew it, the gremlin was in the dining room of the Pizza Hut. Now, I'm sitting there feeling real embarrassed because my boyfriend Phil is a real quality man. And I'm going, he knows I dated this guy. And I'm wondering what he's thinking about that. And I look over at Phil and he's just shaking his head. And I said, you can say it. I know what you're thinking. And he said, Deb, I can't believe you dated somebody who drives a gremlin.
Hollister recently launched a Y2K collection that quite literally feels like leftover stock from the 2000s. So I bought it, and we're gonna try it on and probably regret it. Nothing says I have no idea what season she's living in like a cable knit sweater, a short skirt, and some bare ass legs. I would wear a sweatshirt like this when it was 105 degrees outside because fitting in was more important to me than the possibility of a heat stroke. The mini skirts we wore, if we were to say like drop our favorite glitter pin in the hallway, we were not bending over to pick it up. That was a show we were not handing out tickets for. The skirts today? Built-in shorts. God bless. If you thought I was gonna show you this outfit without putting these on, have you met me? Look, I don't even have to blur. Is it summer? Is it snowing outside? The answer is yes. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like a daytime or a sleepy time, but if this doesn't make you want to stay the night at your cheermate's house and get into an aggressive toothbrushing flirt battle in the bathroom with your hot older brother, I don't know what will. Another weather mullet of an outfit. My boobs are like half up here, half below it. These tops were elite because you could eat like 4 Pop-Tarts and 3 Fantas from the cafeteria vending machine and bloat like crazy and not poop while you're at school, because who did that? Now these shorts, denim underwear, these would not have passed the fingertip test in high school, but yeah, I would have rocked these in college. Back of these legs in college, they're ready for some skin to plastic contact. If you didn't have a full design of the cutouts of the chair in the back of your leg whenever you stood up, your shorts weren't short enough. Honestly, take me back.
There's more and we're already over a minute, so I'm gonna keep going and follow me. Cut.
Who's next?
This was my first Thanksgiving with my boyfriend. And we were sitting around the Thanksgiving table over at my friend Brenda's house. And Brenda suggests that we go around the table and we all say something that we're thankful for. And I went first, and I said I'm thankful for everyone who's sitting here. I'm thankful for this delicious meal. And I'm thankful for having a great love in my life. And then it was Phil's turn. He was just about to take a big bite of macaroni and cheese. And he threw down his fork and he said,
Let's move tonight. Share the spicy life. So spicy. Let's move tonight. Happy Thanksgiving. I forgot the words. Thanks, 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 thanks. Giving, 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 giving. We're giving some thanks on this giving. Let's groove. Get in the groove. Sorry, I forgot to bring the words.
friggin' believe that? I'm writing a letter to Star Search, because if they don't get him on the show, it's their loss.
Like a virgin. Ooh! Touch for the 31st time. That math doesn't quite. Don't go Jason Waterfalls. Don't do it, Jason. It doesn't really matter if we're naked or not. I mean, it kind of does. And when we done, I make him buy me lo mein. It's delicious. Sweet dreams are made of sheets. Definitely silk ones. Give me the Beach Boys to free my soul. I mean, they're good. I wanna rock and roll all night and part of every day. Got bills to pay. Here we are now in containers. Oh, Dexter.
Hey, hon, Mustang Deb here, and I got a very special message for you. Word out on the street is you've been having a tough time, and I'm real sorry for that, hon. I really am. And I hope that easier, brighter, more peaceful days usher their way in very soon for my friend. I know that when the days are long and the times are tough, they feel like they are never, ever ending. And you wonder, gosh, is this all there is? Is this as good as it's gonna get? The answer is no, hon, because there are so many wonderful chapters in store for you. Now, I've talked before about how sometimes when we try to find the lesson because it comforts us, every once in a while, we turn up empty-handed and we say, well, gosh darn, what the heck was the lesson in that? I think it's okay to say that, you know what, this just stinks. And we gotta just do the best we can until things get better. But I'm gonna tell you what's a fact, hon. When those happy moments come, and they will, when those times that you celebrate are right in front of you, they're so much sweeter. There's like a certain kind of appreciation that would never have existed if not for the contrast of the tough times and the tough things you've been through. So just know that the sweet success is on its way. It's gonna taste and feel so wonderful. But until then, you take care of yourself. You take care of my friend. You be kind to yourself. You get your rest. You get your good sleep. You be mindful of your good health. Eat your vegetables. Drink your water. Turn off the television when you know it's time to go to bed, hon. And sometimes, hon, it's okay to put that ringer on silent. I'm thinking about you, hon. I love you. Don't forget how awesome you are.
Will. And in 1978, he ran off with the circus. Any man who dates me is gonna have to be okay with paranormal activity because I do have several ghosts living in my home. I was featured in an episode of Unsolved Mysteries. I do sing in a Janis Joplin cover band at the bowling alley on Tuesday nights. We infiltrate, and I spin this pretty dance magic. If feeling good was good enough for me, hey, I gotta be with the man that loves me. I make the best fish dinner you'll ever eat. My biggest fear, kangaroos.
You know, I'm used to shaving when I wear shorts, but I did not realize I would need to shave. This is a denim diaper. If you are ever out with your baby and you forgot a diaper, you're good. Personal general rule, I like my shorts to be longer than my free people. Yes, well, my pee hole is very free. So, tagline, we the free. It sounds kind of constitution-y. 4 yeast infections ago. Hello, I'm Nicole. I have been a student of social media since getting on Facebook in 2005, and I'd like to share with you some of my findings. 1, there is a direct correlation between the number of positive motivational quotes posted and how awful and toxic of a human they are. 2, if you ever find someone who has kind people or my kind of people on a shirt or a bag or their profile, they are not kind. I know, it seems backwards, but it's true. And lastly, this is a Venn diagram of people who post rude, vile comments and people who have Bible verses in their bio. Yes, I know it's a circle.
Thank you.
My best friend Brenda and I, we love a good treasure hunt. We love a good flea market, thrift store, consignment shop, estate sale, you name it, home. So this past Saturday, Brenda and I had a game plan that we were going to hit up all the yard sales in town, but we were going to start with this one house. The thing is a mansion, and it's owned by the wealthiest people in town. They were having a yard sale. So I pick up Brenda, we got some Dunkin' Donuts coffees, and we are ready. We get there before the place has even started putting stuff out. I mean, you wouldn't believe the amount of high-end furniture, bags, jewelry, lamps that they were basically giving away for free. Now, out of everything we got that day, I was so excited about this maroon leather Lord & Taylor bag. I get home, and I open the bag, and you're never gonna believe what was in there. There was false teeth in it. Yesterday I had a craving for a submarine sandwich, so I go into this sub shop called Arnie's Submarines, and the guy behind the counter is making my sandwich, and he just can't take his eyes off me. I said, this guy's wanting that. And finally I said, sir, is there something I can help you with? It was getting awkward. He said, I'm sorry, I don't mean to scare you, just you remind me so much of someone. And back before I started bleaching my hair, everyone used to say I look just like Liz Taylor. So, I think he's about to come out with that. And then he looks at me and says, have you ever heard of the band Twisted Sister? I said, I have, and you can stop right there. I'll take extra pickle. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I don't know you, and I don't talk to strangers about my personal affairs. It would seem your personal affairs intersect with mine. You're the woman who's been asking around town about me. Do you have any information about Denise?
I heard your love dedication to her on the radio several weeks ago. That's how I came to learn that she and her two friends have been missing for 6 months, and I felt compelled to want to help you. So I was asking around, yeah. But I didn't find out anything, and I think it's best I stay out of it.
Please, I'm a desperate man.
And that is abundantly clear. Stanley, honey, my friend Deborah here, she's told you. She doesn't have any information. Now, we are very sorry that you're having problems with your girlfriend.
Denise and I love each other. Sure, we butted heads sometimes, but our disagreements were more of a difference of opinion, most commonly over what to see at the cinema or what restaurant to dine at. Denise is a seafood lover. I prefer a selection of land.
What do you think happened to Denise, Stan?
Her family didn't approve of our union.
Why didn't they approve?
Denise and I were from two different worlds.
It looks like you may have cracked a case on your own, hon.
That's the scenario I've been hoping for. That she just went home. That she didn't say goodbye knowing it would confuse her choice.
What's the alternative, you fear?
Government involvement.
What would the government want with Denise?
Denise is a highly intelligent being. If the government found out about her, they would surely want her in their control.
Now what about Denise's two friends, her bandmates that she disappeared with?
Caprice and Louise, that's her brother and sister. They all moved to town together.
Denise, Louise, Caprice, God bless.
They were living in the van for a time, until each shacked up with a partner. They have a family band, Ocean Scorpions. They would hop around parking lots with the van, rehearsing and busking.
Were Louise and Caprice also geniuses vulnerable to government capture?
Yes. All three siblings have IQs not measurable by westernized testing.
Gotcha.
They stuck together, though. I take solace thinking she's with them.
Now, the night that I heard you on air talking about their disappearance, I heard you mention that their van and their musical instruments were just abandoned in the parking lot of the DQ.
The van had been on its last leg a while and was dead when it was found. It was towed and impounded. The instruments? If they hitchhiked out of town or left on foot, I can see leaving them behind, but God, that's the detail that worries me the most.
For what it's worth, Stan, I feel Denise is okay.
You do?
I do. And I feel you're gonna be okay, too.
Thank you.
Well then, can I get anyone some key lime pie?
Parenting tip.
Follow me for more parenting tips.
Hot Look Salon, this is Steph speaking. How can I help you? Okay, what would you like to have done? I can take you at 9 a.m. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the only appointment we have available is 9 a.m. Would you like to take the appointment at 9 a.m.? Wonderful, I'll put you down for 9 a.m. Okay, thanks, great, bye. Honey, we're gonna do a spritzy schmitzy. Honey, cigarette down. Steph, honey, baby, sweetie, I need a Diet Coke. Did you bring in a picture? Great, give it to me. Honey, this is very cute. I think you will look very good with this. However, I have to tell you, this is a lot darker than you are, so it might be a shock to you. Okay, as long as you understand, it might take you some time to get used to. Do we have an understanding? Okay, I'll go mix the color. Steph, get her set up in a cape and brush her out. Sit back, relax. I'm about to make magic happen. Honey, baby, sweetie, ice cream cone with a cherry on top. I'm gonna pump up your chair. Honey, head back, I'm gonna mousse you.
They wear white makeup, dress up in black, and look like the living dead. But they're not real-life vampires stalking the night.
If you thought I was done with this dress that resembles a hospital gown, I've got more. Round 2, let's go. I look like I'm only allowed to eat Jell-O. They did go to the effort of putting a pocket on it, which you might think is for fashion. Some might say it's perfect for your heart monitor. In the American healthcare system, where it costs $1,200 to sneeze, wearing a hospital gown as fashion kind of is a flex. It says, I am wealthy enough to afford basic healthcare, but I still don't have dental insurance. I am a very clumsy person. If you are like me, you could just wear this all the time. You're just ready to roll in. Oh. If that's my neighbor. Film in front of a big window, they said. The lighting will be great, they said. And some people said, but throw a belt on it. I think it wouldn't look like a hospital gown if you threw a belt on it. I look like I'm trying to disguise myself as I sneak out through the front doors to go grab an In-N-Out burger because the cafeteria food sucks. It's like in those 2000s movies where they try to convince us just because like a girl takes off her glasses, she goes from like the ugliest to the hottest girl on the planet. We're not falling for it. I look like I'm playing the lead role in the hospital's presentation of Peter Pan. So funny enough, after that first try on of this dress, I received a message and a gift card from Loft so that I can try on some maybe not so medically inspired pieces. Thank you, Loft, for being a good sport. If you thought this was fun, follow me because I have the rest of my Revolve order to try on, and that includes whatever these are. I don't think they're overalls. Nice to meet you. So what do? Could I pick your brain for a second? So my relationship with my mom, it like dies at 30%. If you wouldn't mind just like fixing it. I have this mole. That wreck like totally wasn't my fault. And when I reached out to my insurance, do you think it needs like a crown or like, should I just remove it? You can get in there. The rattle's like, it only seems to happen when I'm going like 97. You look at 100 a day, what's one more?
Honey, you know what happens when you come late? You get the spritz and you get the schmitz. Hi, how can I help you? Did you bring in a picture? Great, give it to me. Unfortunately, she's fully booked. Would you like another day? Okay then, thanks for stopping by. Okay, honey, do we have a fever? Okay, you're not ill. You feel okay? Okay, because I'm trying to understand why you would want this haircut. Okay, I'm gonna have to say no, and when I say no, I mean absolutely not. And by absolutely not, I mean never ever. I have other plans for you. You're gonna look gorgeous. Steph, I need a Perrier on the way. Honey, I think that's wonderful you have a garden. That sounds so peaceful. Honey, baby, sweetie, goddess of the unicorns and garden gnomes, I'm gonna pump up your chair. Now let me turn you around. What do you think? Gorgeous. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful.
This week has been a big week for me, and I want to thank everybody who's been showing up for me. I was on the television show I Can See Your Voice, Season 3, Episode 3. I was the wedding planner, and if you haven't watched it, I won't give it away, but you can stream it. It's Fox on Hulu, and yeah, I just want to thank everybody who's been watching and supporting me. I also have hit 1.2 million views on Instagram for this character. Her name is Gail, and she is a thrifting queen. And what's so hilarious about this is that a lot of people don't know that it's a character and that it's a joke. So if you followed me for thrift tips, I'll be doing Gail again, okay? But this is a character comedy page, but I'm so happy you're here, and thank you so much for the follow.
And last but certainly not least, I've been engaged in a little bit of an online romance. Diet Coke, baby. They've been flirting with me on Instagram. Diet Coke. Steph needs a cameo. Diet Coke and others liked your reel. Diet Coke. I'm saving the last dance for you. Call me.
Okay, jokes aside though, this has been an awesome week. I want to thank everybody and I love you so much. Thanks for supporting me.
I'm real happy after that. I love pizza.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Oh, I am so bad about talking about myself. Well, you know I'm divorced, as I told you when we met on the party line. And I have 3 wonderful, beautiful kids. I have had some legal troubles, I gotta be honest about that. My ex-husband's medical offices were burned to the ground and I was accused of arson. But the prosecution didn't have any evidence. Everything's okay now. What else? Well, I love to cook. Tell me about you.
About me, okay. Well, I too am divorced. The wife ran off with a gardener. I've got one son. His name is George. He's a sophomore in high school. I am a collector of sorts. Used to be teapots, now it's clocks. Oh, and I love campfires.
You like campfires? I love campfires. I love fires in general. I just get so excited about an open flame. It's kind of like an aphrodisiac. Really, really good. Excuse me, miss, can we get the check? We have the pizza door, please.
Okay, hear me out. Home Alone 4, but this time the mom gets accidentally left behind, which would never happen because she probably planned the trip. But stay with me. She sleeps in. She drinks her coffee without having to reheat it 22 times. She poops alone. She gets to watch not Cocomelon. She takes a bath that's hot. Eats dinner without having to get up 13 times. And she defends the fuck out of the house because there is no burglar who is going to take this precious alone time away from her. 18 hours later, the family returns home to a happier, more rested mom. Merry frickin' Christmas.
Hey! Hey! How y'all doing?
I got
Pockets.
I got
Pockets.
in different
Pockets.
cold area.
Pockets.
Cold. Oh.
My favorite scents from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Let's get into it. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Casey Dressler. I'm an actor and comedian based in New York City and the creator of The Neon Girls, which is a universe of 1980s character comedy. I love the 80s, however, I love the 90s. I love going back to the 70s. I'm just a nostalgia nerd. So today we're going to talk about my favorite scents from growing up. We're going to start with Exclamation. This was very popular in the 80s and in the 90s. Now, this was not one of my signature scents. This was actually my sister Shannon's. And I would often sneak, because she was 7-8 years older. So I was the little sister that would like sneak her perfume. So she wore this. She also wore CK1. Now, CK1 came out in 1994 and it was marketed as the first ever unisex fragrance. It was the hot new thing on the market. I remember she got it for Christmas the year that it came out. And that was another situation where it wasn't my signature scent. I was very young at the time, but I would always sneak it. And so those two scents, Exclamation and CK1, I love so much and definitely bring up a lot of good memories of childhood for me. But for me, personally, in high school, it was Cucumber Melon. Now, Bath & Body Works came out with this. I'll have to fact check. I'm not exactly sure the year, but I know it was high school that I started wearing this. I want to say like late 90s, early 2000s. It may have come out before, but this was my scent. This was my scent. Once I got to college, my freshman year of college, I replaced this with this. Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. Now, I know this is very much a fall scent, but I wore it all year round in Florida. I loved this scent so much. However, hold please. I am so excited to show you my number one favorite scent of the 80s, 90s, 2000s. I have not smelled this in 20, 30 years. I'm sure you can find retro bottles of it online. However, I don't know how safe that is to spray something that old. So I found a company, and I'm not going to promote the company because honestly, I really don't know. I'm not here to promote companies. I'm just here to take you down memory lane with me. But there is a company I found online. I will tell you, I found it on eBay. Someone who recreates discontinued retro scents. And I found a bottle that they made of Malibu Musk. And I'm gonna see if it smells like I remember. They say that scent has a stronger tie to your emotions and your memory than any of the other senses. So you could not smell something for 30, 40 years, however long, and then the moment you smell it, you're taken, you smelled it, you're taken right back. Okay, here's the it's a dead ringer. This is a dead ringer for Malibu Musk. Oh my God. Oh my God, and they packaged it to really look like the actual bottle. I'm just gonna spray it on me. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm smelling some of the alcohol, but that's normal, right? Dead Ringa. Blast from the past, honey. All right, this was so much fun. Tell me in the comments, what's your signature scent? Thanks for hanging out with me. I love ya. Cool. And what are we doing today?
Well, hon, I know that you know that it's been a while since I've been to you, and I trust you, so whatever you think I need done, I definitely want to do the perm. Let's do my makeup. I mean, I have not been this flat and this naked since Woodstock. Phil and I do have a date tonight, and I want to feel extra femme, extra romantic. I'm thinking shades of pink, do my hair up big, but I trust you, hon, whatever you think.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Step, get the treasure trunk in my caboodle, stat. Honey, baby, sweetie, the queen of the comeback. I'm gonna pump up your chair.
Sweetie, baby, cigarette down. Go like this, honey.
Now let me turn you around, and honey, what do you think? Oh my God, hon, you really did outdo yourself. I feel fabulous, hon. I really do feel pretty in pink. Honey, you look like Cinderella. You're my hairy godmother, hon. I just want to let them know that they didn't break me.
Stop, Diet Coke, stat.
Why are you laughing? You proud of yourself?
That car, blaring loud bass music you hear at 10 p.m., it's not a teenager. It's me, a working mom who needs to rage sing some Eminem after a long day of Zoom meetings, snotty noses, and negotiating with tiny terrorists. And that's just at work. So go ahead and post next door that there's a teenager in a minivan disrespecting curfew. I'll be sure to turn it up when I drive by your house.
What this says, hey now, this is what
dreams are made of. Hey now, this is what dreams are made.
Henry and I were having a wonderful lunch at the Russian tea room when, upon paying the bill, Henry suggests we go for a walk in Central Park. I said, Henry, it's out of the question. It's much too hot out. I said, Henry, really? What do I look like, some kind of hiker? He said, Vivian, darling, it's lovely outside. We won't be long, and you brought your umbrella. I said, okay, fine, but only for 5 minutes. We get to the park, we're walking around, it's sweltering, I'm sweating like a beast. All of a sudden, Henry stops, dead in his tracks, and he gets down on one knee. I said, Henry, you're going to dirty your trousers. What are you doing? He says, I'm proposing, Vivian.
and from out of his pocket he pulls a small brown box, opens it to reveal the teeniest, tiniest little ruby, and says, "Vivian, darling, I love you with all of my heart. Will you marry me?" I said, "I will marry you, Henry, but not with that ring."
বাবা আমি যেহেতু বিয়ে করে ফেলেছি।
তুই এই মুখ পুরিয়ে নিয়ে আমার ঘরে ঢুকতে পারবি না, আমি বলে দিলাম, এটাই আমার শেষ কথা।
আর বিয়ের আগে মেয়েদের বাইরে বাইরে বেশি ঘোরা ঠিক না, তাড়াতাড়ি চলে আসবি।
একদম ঠিক আছে।
শার্ট কার?
যদি আমি আমার পোলারে বিয়া করাই তাহলে একমাত্র আমি যে মেরে।
আমি যদি একটা কথা বলি তুমি কি রাখবা?
আমার বউ তো দেখি একদম পুরো দর্জি হয়ে গেছে। ঠিক আছে, চাকরি পাওয়ার পর
কোনোদিন তোর ভালো হইব না, কয়ে দিলাম, কোনোদিন ভালো হইব না।
আবার খেতে হবে।
আবার কি খাবো?
এখন একটু বেশি বেশি খেতে হবে।
খেলে পেট ফেটে যাবে।
না না, ওঠো, তার ভুল তো একদিন ভাঙবে। আর তুমিও তো আমার জন্য সবকিছু ছেড়ে আসছো। কি বলবো বল, চাকরি বাকরি নাই, আয় উপার্জন নাই।
শোন মা, ওর সাথে বিয়ে হলে তোকে সারা জীবন দুঃখের বোঝা বয়ে বেড়াতে হবে।
মেয়েটা নামাজি, 5 ওয়াক্ত নামাজ পড়ে। আমার কি
এটা কার জন্য?
যে সামনেই দুনিয়াতে আসবে তার।
আমরা বিয়ে করছি।
আমার জন্য যে তোমার তোমার মার সম্পর্কে এরকম দূরত্ব পড়েছে, এটা যদি আমি বুঝতে পারতাম।
যত সব অলক্ষী কান, স্বামীর গায়ের মতো।
তোমার ইন্টারভিউ কি শেষ হয়েছে?
হ্যাঁ, আমি পুকুর ঘাটে।
তাই?
একটা সুন্দর মেয়ে পছন্দ করছি তোর জন্য। মেয়েটা নামাজি।
এখানে খুবই সামান্য কিছু টাকা আছে, তোমার কাছে রাখো। কি ভাবছো তুমি? আমি তো এত ভাবছি, ভালোবাসা কি ফুরায়?
ভালোবাসা?
তুই এই মায়ারে বিয়ে করছস? আমারে না জানাই বিয়ে করছস? আরে পৃথিবীর সব মায়া নিয়ে জন্ম।
সংসার চালানোর জন্য বউ এখন টিউশনই করায়।
কি কর, তাই নাকি?
আমার জন্য?
তোমার জন্য।
কিন্তু তুমি টাকা কই পাইলা?
আমার মনে হয় এখন আর কোনো শোটোতে অ্যাটেন্ড না করাই ভালো।
আমি বলেছিলাম না বাবা কখনো মারবে না।
ঠিক আছে, শান্ত।
BS management done?
Almost done.
এই বিয়ে বাড়িতে যে ছেলের কিসের জন্য আসছে এটা কিন্তু আমি ভালো করেই জানি।
তুই একটা অসামাজিকের মতো একা একা চলে আসলি।
অসামাজিকের কি হলো আন্টি? দেখেন আব্বুও তো দেশের বাইরে।
আমার বলবেন দরকার ছাড়া ওরকম তুই বেরোবেন না, ঠিক আছে?
আর আমার মেয়ের শ্বশুরবাড়ি কি ভাববে যে মেয়ের বন্ধু বান্ধব নাই মানে মেয়ে একটা অসামাজিক, তাই না?
আমাকেও কোনো ছেলে সহ্য করতে পারে, সবাই তোর মতো না।
রিল্যাক্স।
কি রে মেয়ে, বিয়ের আগে কি তোর মাথাটা পুরোই গেছে?
আমাদের কিপটা মামা এসেছে উইথ নিউ মামি।